Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we take the source material you share with us and, well, we dig in to find the knowledge you really need.
And today we're looking at an ingredient that is, it's in almost every kitchen.
Oh, absolutely. Ginger.
Ginger, you feel a little off, you have a sniffle, and what's the first thing everyone says?
Make some ginger tea every single time.
Yeah.
It's the universal advice.
Exactly. It's treated like this gentle, harmless, warming hug in a mug, a fix for everything.
It's basically wellness wallpaper at this point. You just assume you can drink it whenever, for whatever, and that it's always doing you good.
But what if it's not? We've got a really fascinating piece of source material today that completely flips that idea on its head.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What if that gentle root is actually a really potent tool that can actively work against your body if you use it at the wrong time?
That is precisely the mission for this deep dive. Our source is a transcript from a really well-regarded voice in Slavic herbalism. It applies this very deep, specialized lens to ginger.
So not just general health advice.
Not at all. We're going to find out why that common habit, especially when you do it, might be disrupting your body's natural rhythms. It's all about precision.
This sounds like we're moving ginger out of the simple tea category and into, I don't know, therapeutic agent that needs a user manual.
That is the perfect way to put it.
Okay, let's unpack this.
To start, we have to really challenge that core assumption that ginger is just a warmer.
Right.
This tradition of herbalism, it defines ginger not by its taste, but by its core energy.
I think this is the foundational point we need to get right away. So from this perspective, what is ginger?
It's described very specifically as a powerful dissipating herb with a hot nature.
Okay, hold on. Dissipating.
Yeah.
That's a word I would never thought to use. What does that actually mean?
Right. It's not just warming you up like a blanket. The difference between warming and dissipating is huge.
Help me with that. I mean, if I drink a cup of hot water, I feel warm. If I drink ginger tea, I feel warm. What's the real difference?
So think of it like this. Hot water is like turning on a small radiator. It gradually infuses the room with warmth.
Okay.
Ginger, as a desiccating herb, is more like turning on a powerful fan, but one that blows heat outward. It moves things. It forces a reaction.
Ah, so it's active. It's not passive comfort.
It's a very active intervention. It generates internal heat rapidly, and it pushes energy from your core out to the surface.
Which means you have to be really tuned in to whether your body actually needs that kind of forceful push right now.
Exactly. And that's the whole philosophy of the source material. It's not about following a recipe you found online. It's about listening to your body.
Right.
Powerful tools demand wise usage. And that wisdom only comes from paying attention to yourself. Are you cold and stuck, or are you already hot and restless?
And if you get that diagnosis wrong,
Yeah.
you cause a kind of internal friction.
You do.
Which brings us to, I think, the most
What?
surprising part of the source. This is where it gets really interesting. A very clear warning.
A very firm one.
Do not drink ginger at night.
This is the absolute core of it. And the source explains the energetic conflict so well. As you get ready for sleep, your body starts this huge energetic shift.
Everything is winding down.
It needs to cool down, slow down, and focus its energy inward. That's how you get deep, restorative rest.
You're lowering the temperature of the whole system, physically and mentally.
Precisely. And in this tradition, they actually use a specific concept to explain this process. The source calls it JIN energy.
JAN energy.
Yeah, and to simplify it for you, think of JI as the body's deep, quiet, restorative essence. It's the internal cooling system that should take over when you're preparing to sleep.
It's the energy of stillness.
Stillness, hydration, restoration, all of it. So if your body is actively trying to build up this cool, quiet JI energy for the night,
You come along with a cup of ginger.
you introduce fire. You are sending a surge of hot, outward-moving energy into the system at the exact moment it's trying to do the opposite.
You're making the body fight itself. That just sounds exhausting.
It is. It's not just about staying awake. You're actively blocking those deeper restorative processes.
You're suppressing the JIN energy.
You're suppressing the JIN energy. And the source gives a really clear checklist of symptoms that might mean you already have too much internal heat, maybe made worse by that nightly ginger.
Okay, let's hear them. What are the immediate signs?
So first, listen to your body when you wake up. Are you waking up a lot during the night feeling just overheated? The source uses the term rozgrzeni.
Just hot, for no reason.
Exactly. Second, a persistent dryness in the mouth or throat. That's a classic sign that internal fluids are being, burned up by that excess heat.
Okay, that makes sense. But the next one is the really fascinating connection for me. the link between this physical heat and our minds.
Yes, it connects physical heat directly to mental chatter. The source says an evening mind full of racing thoughts, what they call wisli meishli, or high thoughts, is a massive red flag.
So that feeling of not being able to shut your brain off,
Could be a symptom of being energetically overheated. The same fire that disrupts the body's cooling also disrupts the mind's ability to settle.
that's a huge insight. We always blame stress, but it could be a simple thermal imbalance.
And if you're already experiencing that heat, that dryness, those racing thoughts,
Yeah.
you already have enough fire. Adding ginger is just adding fuel.
Okay, so this hot, powerful energy also explains the next big caution from the source, right? About digestion.
It does. We're so used to reaching for ginger for an upset stomach.
It's the default remedy for nausea.
But according to this tradition, if you already suffer from issues like acid reflux, an already hot digestive state, ginger is explicitly warned against.
Now, why? I mean, it seems counterintuitive.
Because that powerful heating nature we've been talking about can actually aggravate or worsen existing reflux. It doesn't soothe it.
Okay, but let's push back on that. A lot of people feel genuine relief from nausea when they drink ginger. What's going on there?
It's a great question, and it comes back to that self-diagnosis. If your nausea is from cold or stagnation, say you ate too much heavy cold food,
Right.
then ginger's moving, warming power is exactly what you need to get things going again. But if your discomfort is from excess acid or an inflamed lining, a hot, agitated state,
You're just making it worse.
you're pouring hot oil on a fire. It's too potent, too heating for an already inflamed system.
So it's not about the symptom nausea, it's about the cause. Is the cause hot or cold?
That is the level of precision the source demands. So no ginger at night if you're feeling hot and restless, and be very careful if you have reflux.
So when can we use this powerful tool? When is this injection of fire actually what we need?
The source is very clear here. It's for acute emergency situations. They call it the injection of salvation.
An injection of salvation. I like that. So what are the exceptions? When is the forbidden evening drink allowed?
Okay, scenario one. You've been exposed to deep cold and you need immediate forceful warmth. You come home chilled to the bone.
The source has a great phrase for that, right?
It does. Smarsinyate du koshi. In that moment, the deep external cold needs to be driven out, and ginger's dissipating power is the perfect tool to push it out.
Okay, fighting acute cold with internal heat. Makes sense. What's next?
Secondly, at the very first sign of catching a cold, I mean the absolute first phase, sneezing, a runny nose, and those distinct chills.
Before it really takes hold.
Exactly. You use ginger's power to move that cold energy out quickly before it can settle deeper into your system.
And the last one is the specific digestive use.
Right. This is for when your stomach has, for all intents and purposes, just stopped working. The source describes it as when the stomach has stood still, extano,
After a really heavy meal or something.
a really heavy, fatty, or cold meal that has just frozen the whole digestive process. In that case, you need a powerful kickstart, not a gentle soothing.
That makes everything so much clearer. In those specific cases, deep cold, first sign of a cold or a stalled stomach, that's when you need ginger's power.
It's medicine, used like an antibiotic specific, potent, and for a necessary intervention, not just a daily tea.
This really does synthesize the whole deep dive. Ginger isn't good or bad.
Yeah.
It's just powerful. It demands precision.
That's the key takeaway for you, the listener. The wisdom is all in timing and individual condition. You have to ask yourself, am I too hot right now or am I too cold and stagnant?
And the answer to that question determines if ginger is medicine or, well, a poison for your system at that moment.
It tells you if it will dissipate an unwanted condition or just add fuel to an existing fire.
Which brings us back to that core message. Stop following recipes blindly. True well-being requires, actually listening to yourself, respecting the energy of what you're consuming.
It's a shift from just passively following rules to actively being aware of your own body in real time.
You have to know the state of your own internal furnace before you start stoking it.
Exactly. The goal isn't a new set of rules like only drink ginger before 5 p.m. The goal is to gain the sensitivity to become your own diagnostician.
This has been a massive eye-opener. I mean, we took this simple everyday route and found a powerhouse that really requires a ton of respect.
And here's a final thought for you to take with you. If an herb as common as ginger can have this potent dual nature, this healing fire versus disruptive heat, what other simple ingredients are we using incorrectly?
What else are we doing just because we're ignoring the subtle signals our own body is sending us?
It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
It really does. Next time you make a cup of tea, maybe pause and check in first. Thank you for joining us for the deep dive.
We'll see you next time.